Whether you've never had a lucid dream before, or whether you're a beginner, intermediate, or an advanced lucid dreamer that's been lucid dreaming consistently for years, it doesn't matter what stage you're at, you should be keeping a dream journal if you want the best results. But today I want to talk about dream journaling mistakes that a lot of us make, so you can avoid making these mistakes yourself. Before we get started, I want to give a quick shout out to a couple of my patrons, Chris and Odrius Woden. I hope I pronounced your name right there. Thank you for the support, I really appreciate it. I also want to give a quick reminder to anyone who is new here or not subscribed yet to hit that subscribe button, enable those notifications so you can stay up to date with the new lucid dreaming videos that I'm posting all of the time. Also, don't forget to check out my previous videos because I literally have hundreds of videos on lucid dreaming on my channel at this point, covering a wide range of subjects. Now with that out of the way, let's get into some mistakes you might be making with your dream journal. Mistake number 1 is not dream journaling when you already have good dream recall. Now, I'm going to point to myself here because I have been guilty of this many times in the past. I will start dream journaling, I'll get to the point where I'm consistently remembering 5 or 6 dreams every night in lots and lots of detail, and I'll sort of get a bit lazier and lazier. My entries will get shorter and shorter, and then there'll be a point where for a few weeks I'm just not dream journaling at all. And for a while, I will still have all of my good dream recall. But eventually, if you stop dream journaling long enough, you're going to find that your dream recall suffers again. Not to mention that you're going to be missing out on all of the other benefits of dream journaling, which I'm going to talk about later in this video. So whether your dream recall is terrible or brilliant, please keep to your dream journal every single day if you can. Mistake number 2, the opposite end of this, is not dream journaling when you can't recall any dreams. Now, a lot of people get confused about this. How can I dream journal if I didn't remember any dreams to actually journal? Well, this is where I suggest simply thinking back to the last thoughts that you had when you first woke up or before you were falling asleep. Basically, what you're going to do is you're going to try and write down something from that general area of your memory. And try and think about it as well, because you might find that while you're laying there and thinking about it for a couple of minutes, thinking about what you were thinking about during those times, you might actually find some fragments of dreams coming back to you and you might be able to write those down. But even if you can't, just probing that area of your memory and doing that for a few days should get you to the point where you start remembering actual dreams that you can write down. Mistake number 3, spending so long writing one single dream entry that you forget your other dreams or you forget details from them. Generally, the approach that I suggest is to summarize all of the dreams that you remember first in just, a few sentences or even just a single sentence, sort of pinning down what happened in the dream, and then go back to them and add more detail afterwards. I know when you've had a really vivid long dream, it can be tempting to put all of that detail down in one go, but if you've had several vivid long dreams and you try to do this, you're going to find that by the time you get to dream 2, maybe even dream 3, you might get that far, but you'll get there and you'll often realise you're missing lots of details because you spent so long fleshing out that first entry or those first couple of entries. Now, this isn't always mandatory. Sometimes you just have one of those really awesome dreams and it's more important to you to get the details of that dream down in as much detail as possible, even if it means your other dream journal entries are just going to be a sentence and not very accurate because you've forgotten half of what happened anyway. So when that happens, do feel free to just focus on that one dream that you really want to remember. But when you're trying to remember several detailed long dreams, start with a summary for each of them and then go through and flesh it out. Having that summary down sort of anchors the memories there, so when you come back to dream number 2 or dream number 3 after spending ages writing out the first couple of dreams, you get to that point and you see the little summary that you made and it sort of jogs your memory and brings back what happened. This approach has saved me a lot of times and has made sure that I can actually recall all of my dreams in decent detail. Mistake number 4 is selective journaling of some dreams and not others. If you're one of these people that decides that, hey, this dream wasn't that interesting, or this dream was too short, or I can't be bothered to write down this dream because I've already got a couple written down, don't do that. You're depriving yourself of some improved dream recall and also some ability to go through and analyze those dreams and use those dreams to help you get lucid in future. Even your shortest and most boring dreams can be insightful, so please try to write all of your dreams down. Now, if it's a situation where you have a really personal or private dream that you wouldn't want someone stumbling upon and maybe you're, writing it in a physical notebook and you live with family or something, then I can understand that reason for not writing dreams down. But even then, there are approaches that you can use. You can simply, put your dreams on your phone and password protect it, or you can summarize the dream in a way that you would understand, but someone else reading your dream journal wouldn't. Mistake number 5. not revisiting your dream journal entry throughout the day from time to time, because you're going to find that throughout the day you sometimes remember random things about your dream that you'd forgotten. You remember that actually things happen in a different order to what you initially remembered, or you remember an entire dream that you hadn't remembered when you initially woke up. Well, most people don't bother writing these down. They write in their dream journal when they first wake up and they leave it at that. If they remember something later in the day, they probably don't bother to do that. Again, pointing out myself, I've been guilty of this a lot in the past. I'm trying to be better about this now. Every dream in your dream journal is useful, so if you remember something later in the day, go and write it down. It really could be helpful. Now, the sixth and final tip is related to that. It's related to the ways that dream journaling can be helpful to lucid dreaming. But before I give you that, I wanted to give you guys something a little special since Christmas is coming up. So I am doing a 50% off sale on every single one of my products. So if you want to get yourself my book or one of my courses for Christmas, or you perhaps know someone else that would love one of those as a gift, then now's your time to get your hands on that. You can use the link in the top right hand corner to go to my products page and enter the code XMAS at checkout. Or you can use the links down in the description below. Just remember that code, it's XMAS, XMAS. Now onto that sixth and final mistake, and as is often the case in these videos, last but definitely not least. The final mistake is not making use of your dream journal as a tool to aid lucidity. You should be going through your dream journal entries and analysing them, looking for dream signs, which, by the way, are essentially things that are occurring in your dreams. So, for example, an example of one that I had a while ago was I was seeing red squirrels in my dreams very often. I kept having dreams in which there were red squirrels. And I noticed this in my dream journal entry, so I put this down that this is a dream sign of mine. And sure enough, I remembered next time I saw a red squirrel to do a reality check. Funnily enough, the next time I saw a red squirrel was actually in real life, so I didn't discover I was dreaming then, but the time after that when I saw one was in fact a dream and I managed to get lucid. Had I not been looking for dream signs in my dream journal entries, that particular lucid dream would not have happened. And I've had this happen so many times over the years that I cannot stress this enough. It is really good to look for dream signs in your dream journal. And this isn't the only way that you can be using your dream journal as a tool. Get creative with this. Look through and see when you're having more lucid dreams, if there are different trends in your life going on, if your sleep schedule is a little bit different, if you're practicing different techniques. Your dream journal is a big log of everything that you're having in terms of dreams. So you're going to see when your dreams are more clear and more detailed. You're going to see when sometimes you don't remember many dreams for some odd reason. You're going to see when you're having lots and lots of lucid dreams and lots of success. And you're going to see when you sometimes potentially get dry spells where suddenly things that worked don't seem to work anymore, and you might be able to identify the reasons why that's happening. Think of the dream journal as like your own little scientific method that you can use to improve your lucid dreaming experience. It is your log of everything that you have experienced since you started lucid dreaming. So go through it, use it, and go back to it regularly. Even just going back through old dream journal entries before bed can help get you in that mindset where you're more likely to identify the fact that you're in a dream, because you've been reading all of these entries, you've been filling your head with what one of your dreams looks like. And so when you go to sleep an hour later, you're quite likely to recognize when you're in your next dream. So yes, treat the dream journal like the powerful tool it can be. So often I feel it gets overlooked in favor of just learning all of the techniques. But your dream journal is your best friend in lucid dreaming. Treat it like one. I hope you found this video helpful. If you want more videos like this, make sure you subscribe and enable all notifications so you can stay up to date when my new videos come out. And if you want to keep watching right now, check out one of those videos on screen, go watch that, and I'll see you there soon. Take care and have some awesome lucid dreams.